Hello, everyone. Today I'm joined with Deshun Murrell. He lives in Alabama and is from Centerville. Thank you for joining me today for this interview.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
He plays for Bibb County High School and he is committed to play for UCLA. And as you can see, my cat is there supervising. All right, I'll start with the first question. How old were you when you started playing football?
I think I was 8 years old, and I came to practice with a baseball helmet on. So that was pretty embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. My mom couldn't afford a helmet, so we went to the thrift store, and they didn't have any football helmets. So we picked up a baseball helmet, and I knew it was wrong. I tried telling her that, but she was just like, "You better be grateful you got something." And I went there with that, and my uncle he helped me out and took me to the academy. And then he bought me a helmet. It was a shut helmet, and I had that thing all like for every single one of my little league years, and that thing was way too small my last year of 11 and 12-year-old, which then we won a championship that year, and I had like 4,000 yards. So I mean, I
Oh,
guess it
that's
paid
a
off.
ton of yards.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to play running back?
So I didn't really choose it. I kind of was just put there because I when I was younger, in my first 2 years of playing, I didn't play much because like that was the deal with the coach's son being the quarterback, and his all his friends and everything were above us, and they all got the start and all that. So my class, my age group, we didn't get to play much, and when we actually had a great coach and some great coaching and everything, and the right players, we started winning some ball games. And I think our group we came runner up 3 years, and then we finally won a championship our last year. So I really wasn't, I didn't choose running back. I was just put there, and then when I was put there, I just liked it because I could embarrass everybody and I could control the game. I also like playing quarterback too. So
Oh, you like to play quarterback also?
yeah.
Um, how do you think your track skills help you in football?
I think track is like nearly everything, man. Track helps a lot. If any guys out there are younger and everything, and they're contemplating on doing multiple sports, or they want to like just do one sport, I'm telling you right now, don't do one sport. Do as much as you can. In which the past 3 years, I've been doing track, gymnastics, and football. And I did gymnastics in the summertime, but this summer I couldn't do it because of COVID-19. So, do as much as possible. In which, I'm going to UCLA for track and football, which I
Oh,
plan on being All American in both sports.
so you're gonna do track there also?
Yeah.
That's cool. Dual sport athlete in college.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you won a lot of like medals in track also.
Yeah, I just started winning this year. I mean, I won some. Like, I came sixth in the state my sophomore year in the 400 meter. And then my freshman year, that's when I first started running track. And then last year, this indoor season, I came third in the state, and I was projected to finish top three, most likely second in the 400 meter, if not first, and top three in the 200 meter as well. 100 meter, I was a little bit slow, but I'm working on that, and I think I can go sub 10.8 now. Just I'm more explosive and more powerful, which is really all the 100 meter is. Being explosive out the blocks, and the rest, you just got to be an athlete.
That you have great times and finishes.
Yeah, I try. I'm trying to get a 47.5. Well, that was my goal this year for 400 was a 47.5. I'm trying to go sub 47.5 next track season. If I stay for my senior season and run track, or if I don't and I go ahead and go to college early, then that'll be that. But I may just stay and win a championship because I can win 4 events, state champion. That's pretty rare. That doesn't happen a lot. So I like to have that under my name and, represent the high school because, not many guys can do that at our school. That's just how it is. Like, I'm not putting myself above anybody else, but a lot of guys don't do track. But, I feel like if I do that and give the guys hope, like, so they know that they can do it, it'll bring a lot of help to the track program, which will ultimately help the football program because a lot of football guys will be like, I want to be like Deshun Murrell. You know, he went to college doing this and that, and then they're gonna do that. So
Yeah, like help your high school out for the future.
exactly.
Then this past season, I know your high school went undefeated up until it lost to Briarwood Christian in the quarterfinals. What did you learn from that season?
Um, I really learned that football is a sport to where it doesn't matter how much good you do. The one thing that you do, you mess up, or the time that you can't be there for your team. A lot of fans and everything, they won't look at you the same. In which that's happened with me a lot. The last game, I didn't get to play because I had concussion symptoms. Of course, symptoms are just that. Like I didn't walk in there and say I can't play this game. I have a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the doctor. I don't choose the player, not the doctor that does that. So I'm not gonna lie for anybody though. If I'm feeling a certain type of way, I'm gonna tell that. Which I've lied in the past about injuries and stuff, but it didn't turn out well, and I had to sit out for way more games than just one game. And I was ready to come back the following week, but we didn't make it. We didn't make it like that. And I don't dwell on the past and everything, so that game is behind me. As soon as we lost that game and the scoreboard went off, I was thinking about the next season and how to improve. Because as soon as I was clear to do anything else, I started working and practicing for track. I'm like nonstop, so I really don't get that much rest and everything. So life goes on. That season's behind us, and we're looking for a new season this year.
That's a good mentality because you have to have the short-term memory to be able to keep going.
For sure.
And I saw that your top 8 schools were all great academic schools. How important were academics in your decision?
Academics is everything, man. I want to, reiterate that to the younger guys. Because a lot of guys, it's not for everybody. Everybody is not a 4.0 student. Um, Everybody's not meant to go to the great academic schools. But if you have the opportunity to do that, just think about your family and your future, and think about your football career is one play away from being over. And then what? You can go to, I'm not going to call any names on schools, but there's schools out there that aren't as, great at academics and prestigious as UCLA, Duke, Northwestern, Wake Forest, Vanderbilt, all of these schools. And you can go to a school just for football, but you can't forget you're a student athlete. The student comes first, and an athlete is just, something else you're doing. It's like they call it in high school, extracurricular activity. And use football. Don't let football use you. So of course you have to live your life, and football is only a part of that. You may get max if you start at 8 years old, 5 years old, however many years, you may get at the max probably 20 years, if that. Coming out of college at 22 years old, going for 3 years, being 25 when you're done, and you have like however many years left. What are you gonna do at that time? That money. People think that's a lot of money, but that money is not gonna last you forever. You still gotta get out there and work. And I don't know who wants to sit on their butt all day and just not do anything. And with a great degree, of course, if you go to the league, you have way more connections and sponsors and all that kind of stuff. But there's been guys to do things and, went to these certain schools, didn't graduate college, which is, I plan on graduating college no matter how the NFL and everything goes. College is my first priority. Education is first. And then if I have the opportunity after my senior year to go to college, then I'll take that up and, decide on that. But I also decide, I plan on graduating in 3 years instead of 4, my undergrad. And I was considering some of the Ivy League schools as well. It's a totally different ball game. I don't know how I fit in the situation, but I wanted the entire, the full college experience. And I don't feel like I'm sacrificing anything at UCLA versus, because I had offers from Yale, Harvard, Princeton, all of them, and a couple other Ivy League schools. I just told them I wasn't interested. That's hard. I promise you, it's hard as crap. Just thinking about how it's hard. Some people try to get into those schools, even UCLA. People do crazy things to get into those schools, man. So it's just a great honor.
And they can never take your degree away from you. So
100%, man.
Then how did your faith in God help you to come to the decision to go to UCLA?
So with me, that's all I'm about, man. Christ has got me to where I am today. After I score touchdowns and everything, I'm not, pounding on my chest, doing the Superman, whatever it may be. Put my finger up to Christ and, give him the glory. He's the reason that I'm in the position that I am today. So my thing is UCLA is the complete opposite of where I'm at. But I'm in a city of 2,000 people. UCLA has 4 million, in which I feel like I can be an impact on, more of on the country and the world. Wherever you go, college is it's gonna be big time wherever you're at. And I can do the same thing at Duke, wherever it may be. But of course, it may not be as strong Baptist wise or Christianity wise, but I'm just gonna say that this right here. A lot of people in the South that claim to be Christians and claim to be followers of Christ are not. So for them to bash somebody out west for being true to their words and being true to what they believe in, I don't think that's right. And even if you are a follower of Christ, you wouldn't bash somebody else for their beliefs. And I'm strong in my beliefs and my faith. A lot of people here don't believe in me and think I'll go over there and become a liberal, which is everybody in the South calls them lefties, tree huggers, liberals, and all that. I'm not that way. I respect everybody regardless of anything. I have my flaws, of course. I have judged people in the past, not because of race or anything like that outside of that. Like, I've seen somebody who was doing a bad action or a bad deed, and I was like, look at that cat. He needs to do better or whatever like that. I just said it out loud. That was like, I was like 12 years old or something like that. Or I couldn't be like him. He's a thief and all that kind of stuff. But that's not what God calls us to do. He calls us to live every single person there is. And I feel like there's great opportunities in California alone, like set aside LA, just in the entire state,
Yeah.
for someone to go out there and be a vessel to Christ's kingdom. And there's no telling how many people I'll reach. Jesus sacrificed. He left the 99 sheep to go find the one that was missing. So it doesn't really. It's not about the numbers or whatever. If you can impact one life, even if it's your own, that's what really matters.
Yes.
If you help everyone, that's good, but that's not really the goal, and it's not really even you doing that. It's God using you, so it's really Him that gets the glory and the praise.
Yeah, He used you to help.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had over 30 offers. What made UCLA stand out to you?
The number one thing is them being the number one public institution in the country, and then along with that, playing for Coach Chip Kelly. He's a great coach. He's had experience, out of this world. He's coached some great guys. I just love his schemes and his offense and everything he does, the type of man he is. And then I wanted to see difference. I've lived in the South pretty much all of my life, and I lived in Chicago for a little bit, and I used to visit there a little bit. But I was raised in the South, so that's all I know really. I wear my cowboy boots and my cowboy hat and all that, but I wanted to see difference and explore more because there's more outside of the South. Everybody that's not in the South is a bad person. Look at Kobe Bryant. Some of the same people that say LA is awful, everybody there is ridiculous. They worship Kobe Bryant, and they were like, "This is so sad to see him die. He was one of the best people I ever knew." Which they didn't know him. They just said that because exactly what they mean. But
Yeah.
I don't really think you can put everybody into a category just because of a few things on the news or the entire the state being labeled as a non-conservative state and a democratic state, and then just opportunity, man. Being in LA, all the connections I'll be able to make, the guys I'll be able to meet, some of the influences of people who made it and have done the things the right way outside of their political affiliations or who they believe should be this or should be that, and all ultimately in the ultimate reality, Christ is the number one person that should be on top of the list. So all the other stuff is just extra. And I love the beach, man, and the beach is gonna be very close to me. And Hollywood, Beverly Hills, everything, man. There's everything there. So I'm not really missing out on too much. And then Northern
Hmm.
Cali is a completely different ballgame.
Yeah,
California as a whole.
Westwood's a great place.
Mhm.
What are you most excited for at UCLA?
Just the difference. Like, I've seen certain things and all that, but I've never been able to visit California, and I'm excited to, join a new lifestyle. Not necessarily my religious beliefs or whatever it may be, just to see where I want to land up and live in the future and decide what's best for my kids, even me with business and everything and my job, my career, all of that. Uh, I'm just excited for all the opportunities that I'll be able to get and the education, which is most important.
A lot of great opportunities there.
100%, man.
Um, how are you going to prepare for UCLA during your senior season?
Just like I've been preparing all day and every day. I'm not going to change anything because I've been giving it all I have, and I'm not going to stop that. I'm not going to single anything out. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and, keep letting God use me. There's only so much that I can do as a human. Keep being the vessel that God's using me for because He's really, that's what we're really living for. Like I said, football, grades, fun, all that is just temporary. But, the kingdom of Christ is eternal. So just keep letting Him use me, getting a stronger bond with Him, sharing my faith with others and my story, trying to give back to my community. And of course, I'm going to be like the getting better physically, mentally, academically. That's all going to be a given. That's going to happen. I can't stop that, of course. So I really work out almost every day as much as possible. My the only big thing that I have with me is rest, and one of my biggest issues, which I have to do more of, and I have to understand that even pros take some rest sometimes, which is a key part in developing and growing. So really, I have to take a little bit more rest. Make sure I'm 100% when I get there, so I can go ahead and compete for a starting position.
So that you're not all like burnt out when you get there. And
100%, man.
um, who is your favorite player as a kid?
As a kid, it was Le'Veon Bell, but right now I don't. After I got in high school, I stopped looking up to anybody. I didn't model my game after anyone else. I wanted to just be me and let God use me. I don't want to look up to somebody. I want to be the one that kids look up to and be like, he is the ultimate example of what you should do. And then they find out that my faith was in Christ, and hopefully they'll venture into that same path that I did.
So like to use the talents God gave you, use
Yes,
them.
sir.
What do you think the move will be like for you from Alabama to LA?
It's gonna be very different, which I'm aware of. I get told that about 32 times a day, maybe 38. I don't know. Depends. It depends on if it's a Saturday or a Monday, but it's gonna be different. I'm a person that's open to change, and I listen to everybody. I'm not gonna change my faith in Christ, um, but of course I know it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be these farms and everything like there are now, and all these oak trees and crap, and whatever it may be, maple trees. It's gonna be completely different. So I'm just excited, man. I know it's gonna be way different. Of course, that's all I hear every day. But
And the time
I did my
change too.
research. Yeah, I did my research and everything. So I'm not really. It's just not gonna kill me
What are your goals for your senior year?
this year. Um, my goal really is just ultimate goal is just to win the championship, man. Um, you know, outside of my personal goals, they don't mean too much. Of course, I have some numbers in my head that I want to achieve because I'm like 32 touchdowns away from breaking the school record for
Oh
touchdowns
wow.
in a career. And I started my sophomore year because of an injury, but I only played 8 games because I also got injured my sophomore year and I didn't finish the season. So, you know, um, I want to win the championship in football, and track as well. And hopefully the baseball team, basketball team, volleyball, softball, all the sports win their championships as well, just to bring more money in for the school and help us in the future and put that
Hmm.
under our belt. Which basketball, I think they won like three or four, two or three, something like that.
Oh wow.
Football's never won one, and I want to be the first to change that because my little league team was actually the first team to win a championship here as well. So we already have that going for us. But that's in the past now. We got to look to the future, and I know that the line that I have this year and the overall coaching staff, the teammates that's surrounding me, and that surrounds some of the other guys as well, will set us up for whatever God has in store for us. And that's really all I can do is like do it for Christ.
Hmm. And when you won in Little League, that was also your final year, right? For Little
Lily,
League.
yes, it was.
So this could be another one where it's your final year and you win championship.
Hopefully so, my God.
All right. Thank you for joining me. Those are all the questions I have.
Mm-hmm. All right, big dog. Have a great day, man. Appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you. You too.